with some automations. Here's where we left off on the last video. You can search and you can edit and notice that these two status here. This first one is if this payment is already done, so if the payment was done already or not, or if you still need to receive it. And the second one, it is if it is overdue or not. So for this status, that it turns blue. It's when the payment's overdue and you still didn't give any kind of destination for it. You didn't give this check to anyone, you didn't cash it, you did nothing with it. So for the blue status, then you should give some kind of destination for this check. You need to cash it or need to give it to somebody else. So after you do it, so let's say that you gave this check to me, then there are two situations. First one is green. It's when you gave the check to me and it's been already more than 15 days since you gave it to me. So I assume that if I gave a check to someone and it's been more than 15 days, this check was already gave to the bank and the payment went through. So the system automatically changes the status. So it says yes now and says that it's already done. This payment is done. So you have to do nothing. If this person calls you and says that there was a problem with the check, then you can change it here and you put the number of the problem. Here in Brazil, we have a number system for checks. Depending on which kind of problem, there's a different kind of number. So you put the number of the problem that you had, and then you save it, and it automatically changes from yes to no. So now you know that this check is not paid anymore. There was a problem, and you know which kind of problem it is. You can enter here, and you can type which kind of problem it was, like no funds or something like that. You can save it. So next time you come here, the observation is updated. And if you gave this check to someone and there was no problem, and it has been less than 15 days, so let's say that you gave this check to someone maybe last week. So when you save, there is a new status, that's a yellow status, that what it says is you gave a destination already, you gave it to someone, but I don't consider it as a paid check because it's been less than 15 days. So the system puts in this status, so you are aware that this check is with this person, in this case me, and this person is going to cash this check in the next few days. So what else? So you have these status. You have the white one. White one is just like the payment was not overdue yet and has no destination or something like that. So you can see here that both status change it automatically too. So this one said it's not paid rent yet, and it's not overdue. And here you have another feature that you can delete this observation, and it automatically removes this balloon here. And if you put a new one, okay, then the balloon comes up, so you know that there is an observation and you can check it. So another feature that we put this next week was you can include more than one payment at once for an order. So let's say that I have an order with a client, and instead of paying me in just one check, they paid me in, let's say, three checks. So you can put in this information in a data bank at once. You don't have to do it three times. So let's say this client, I will put the check as number 21, 22, 20, 21, and 22. Those values like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And let's say the first one was already overdue, and the guy paid me already, so I'll just register it here. The second one is going to be overdue in the end of the month, and the last one, let's say next month. So we can put it here when this payments are due, so you have some control. And this is the date that I received the check, same as last time. This is the client. The number order will be the same for everybody. The sales guy would be the same too, because the same order. So here, test That's multiple. Let's say multiple. And let's save. So here it says checks 20, 21, and 22. Okay. So we're gonna come here, and let's say that I only want to see from this client. Oop, here's just this client. And you can see the three checks, and the status was done all automatically. So this one is paid, the other two are not paid. So the system figure out which ones are paid or not, depending on variables, and it does everything automatically. So once a day, the system checks out what day is today, and changes the status for all the payments that it has. So every time we enter here, every morning when we enter here, the payments are updated to the correct status. So, I don't know, maybe basically that's it for now on. If you want to exclude, then you have to confirm here, and then it's automatically excluded. As you can notice, there there are no loading screens whatsoever. It's a good technology, so there are no loading screens. Everything is very smooth, and I can automate basically